Alrighty everybody, what is up? I am back with another day of Spyro Gaming, and I hope you guys are excited as I am always. The day today is August 11th, 2025. Not June, not July, not August, just August. Head over to Dry Canyon here. And yeah, just get some warm-up going. I was offline yesterday, so kind of just reacquainting myself with the game here. Last time I went live, we did get two 36 paces. It was, first of all, I recently PB'd. And I did get two really good runs into the end game last time I went live. So hopefully we can do the same thing today, I don't know. But either way, I'm going to be sticking to the daily grind here. Sticking to all the usual shit. You know, not taking any more days off for at least the rest of this week, hopefully. So look forward to some daily streams around this time. Get that music going. And let me set the save states, as well as changing my color to berry. Alright. And I'm thinking I'm gonna make a save state right here after this dragon, I think, because I always fuck up this approach right here. Oh wait. Like, just getting this part right. What's up, Elucidark? What's up, everybody? CD Project, Dark Pearly. Looks like YouTube must have done an update. Now it's putting ats in front of all of you guys' names again. I thought we fixed that on the chat already, but whatever. I'll text my chat guys and let them know that that's a thing again. But yeah, welcome everybody. Hope you're all having a great day today. There's... Thank you so much. I'll take a look at that in just a sec. Welcome, welcome. Okay. What's up, everybody? Flawful, CD Project, Dark Pearly, Knucklehead, Spunk, Bovie, Tubulars. Do I like crap? Yes, thank you for the good luck, crap. Elucidark, what up? Hope I had fun yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was really cool. We went to the Watermelon Festival in town here, which was really cool. We were basically just walking around in the hot summer heat, and you know, a lot of cute little like stalls and stands. You know, we got some new soap and shit like that. We had a few watermelon mojitos, which were really good. Then after all that, we went to Sarah's friend's pool and had some more drinks. It was like one of those pools where you can like sit down in the shallow part and just like have drinks. So it was pretty cool hanging out with. Shout out to Kenny. But yeah, really fun day. A lot of drinks, a lot of fun. I'm not hungover, which is nice. I was hungover this morning, but not anymore. So feeling good. And yeah. What's up, Sarion? What's up, Patrick? Oh, you're in Poland. Nice. Hope you're enjoying it. All right. Let's make a save state right here. What's up, Ken? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the good luck. What's going on, Purple Phoenix? Yo, Christian and Lion. crazy that that bonk. Crazy that that gem missed. Did you see that? That's crazy. Everything's crazy. There we go. Now we're getting it. Now we're in the dry canyon zone. Too quick. What's up, Setnam? Welcome, welcome. What's up, Zato? Welcome, everybody. Just chilling, getting warmed up here. Had a nice day off yesterday, now back to the grind. Hope you guys are having a solid start to your week as well. Oh, and also I totally didn't shout out Raza with the tier 1 earlier. Thank you for the 15 months, Raza. And Monkey that just subbed for 45 months. Says good luck, Deo. Thank you. Thank you, Raza and Monkey. What's up, Celestial? Good luck with the runs. Thank you, Alec. Guys, you know what time it is? I think we all know what time it is. It's push-up time. Let's get it. Whew. Let's get it. Push-up time. All right. 20 big ones. See if we can do it. Wish me luck. Let me stretch a little bit here. 1 sec. I'm just stretching. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, a little back crack right there. That's good. Oh yeah. All right. Let's do little arm circles for a second. All right, I'm ready. Let's get it. 20 push-ups. Here we go. That was good. I'll give it up. Those were kind of quick. Those were kind of quick compared to usual, but I'll take it. Those were good. Whoo-wee. All right. Feeling good. Let's roll. Let's get back into runs here, into practice. Head over to Clifftown, do some mommies. I got tidy whiteys. My boxers are, they're like green. I wear checkered boxers. What's up, Earth to Patrick? Yeah, go for it. Just turned on my little fan. Got that blowing on me. What's up, Ellie Chan? How you doing? Oops. I didn't even full hop there. That was nice. I'm gonna keep practicing the what's it called? Trying to get the blue from the mom. Here, let me just do it normal style first. And then... God, to be able to intentionally get both, it would be so huge. It's so fucking awkward. Man, what if I jumped around the other side of her? Surely that's not a thing, right? No. Maybe if I, like, wait a moment. Yeah, I think you're supposed to wait, like, just a moment. But then it's sketchy because then she poofs away before the proxy can happen. So you gotta get the exact right timing with it. You know? But what if you went for like the Laura Express here? Yeah, like you said, Elucidark, you can get this second gem just without grabbing it out of the air. Like if it just RNG drops like close enough to you when you're doing the proxy, you can still get it. But that's like super rare. That only happens like 1 out of like 50 runs. Also, I hate missing the cauldron like that. It's super frustrating. It's like so hard to intentionally grab it, the second gem. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, I'm starting to figure it out a little bit. You gotta wait just a smidge. Not too long, not too little. Bad. Nice. Okay, we're starting to figure it out here. Yeah, basically I'm trying to improve the gem collection here. I'll show you what I do normally, which is this. And as you can see, now I'm like intentionally grabbing the second gem. Hold on. One more time. Normally I do this, where I just grab the one gem there, and not the other blue one. And I'm trying to intentionally grab them both, which makes things more weird. Yeah, you don't want to get too close to her. Beauty. Yeah, if I can do that, that makes like the whole strat like so much better. And then that'll happen. Yo, Dev, thank you for the good luck. See, it's like if I'm in that setup position, I just gotta go for it. I need to be like more like in line with her in the corner. Like over here. Too slow. Don't want to go too slow with it. There we go. What's up, Cassius? Dude, the weekend was great. I went out yesterday with Sarah to this watermelon festival and then to her friend's pool after. It's a good hang. Going to lunch. Enjoy your lunch, Dev. Thank you for the good luck. Had a pretty nice weekend. I'm gonna make some delicious pork tacos tonight. Those will be delicious and yummy and delicious. Delicious, delicious. What's up, Bones? What's up, Poorly Fox? And catch the PB. Want to say massive congrats. Thank you, Poorly. Appreciate that. That's probably not working. Almost. Oop. Like not even going for it anymore. See, it's like for me, I can get this like 100% consistent if I like set up further back like this. So that's like what I normally do on runs, but that doesn't get the second gem is the thing. So now I have to like change the whole setup and get like a little closer. And, you know, so that way I don't miss the jump like that. It's bad. You gotta wait just a smidge longer on that blue. No, I did get it once or twice. It's just super fucking awkward. Yeah, it's like you have to remap the muscle memory. That's right. No. I'm always at the pool. Yeah, I haven't gone to my apartment's pool in a while. Having a pool is high maintenance and people get sick of them. Well, yeah, good thing I don't own any pool. I'm just referring to bodies of water at an apartment complex. What's up, Morbid Apple? Thanks for the good luck. That worked. Damn it. I hate that, like... I hate that it's so hard to know, like, whether your jump is gonna make it or not. What's up, Ichi? Thank you for the good luck. That would have worked, but I was just a little too quick with it. What the fuck? Almost. I gotta like hold up so that doesn't happen. That's probably too far in there, yeah. What's up, Subway Man? Welcome, welcome. Oops. Yo, no roll. Thank you so much for the 37 months. Hope you're doing well today. Oz Spud with the raid earlier as well. Hope you're doing good, Oz. It's like too far. It's either too far into the corner or not far enough with this new like closer setup. And then you can get too close to her like that as well. Yeah, that's correct, Humber. Normally I don't collect this blue gem right here. So if I collect it, then that's good. Hope that makes sense. I am consistent with this proxy. That's because I do it a different way than I'm like trying to do it right now. Trying to get both the gems. I'm definitely less consistent at it this way. Painful. What's up, Tim the Nide? Welcome. There we go. I'm starting to get this a little more consistent now. Oops. Also, I should just go for the flame a little quicker. I don't need to wait like as long. So close. Literally like a frame away from working. You know, it's like, dude, just give it to me. Here we go. That was good. Good. Definitely way tighter doing it this way. No, that's not gonna work. Oops. You would turn a pool into a skate bowl. That's probably what I would do as well. Yes, the difference here is that I'm collecting the extra blue gem from the mama. Normally, I just collect this one. How many more times do you think I'm going to explain that? Yeah, I think like once every 5 minutes, like I have to explain that. We're getting more consistent with it, though, I will say. Where am I going to save time with the 5 gem? In Beastmakers somewhere, depending on my overall gem count. Basically, the more gems I have in Beastmakers, and the faster I can play levels like Misty Bog and Metalhead. That's where most of the time save from a good gem count goes. So close. Do I normally not collect the gem from the mama? Great question. Normally I don't collect the gem from the mama. So now I'm trying to practice this trick where I collect the gem from the mama. That will save me time in my speedrun, because my gems will be higher instead of lower. Feel free to ask any more questions in the chat. Man, I could be a GDQ commentator. So what you're saying is if you collect the mama's gem, that you might save time. And where will I save it? Good question. What's up, James Fish? Birthday got strange. Oh, did you just have a birthday right now, Travis? All in a poly relationship, didn't tell you the whole night, so you thought everyone was cheating on each other? That sounds so rough for you. Is the goal here to finish the game as fast as possible? Yes. The way we built pools, is you couldn't turn into a skate bowl. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there is a lot of ways to make pools that aren't, like, just concrete. Like, the best pools to skate are made of concrete, but those are, like, the most expensive pools to build, from what I understand. Like, we had a pool at our old house in California. But it was, like, definitely a DIY job. It wasn't like just basically dig out a hole and put some like plastic liner in there and that's it, you know. Turned 30, congrats. Missing them. How about instead of grabbing both gems, I just miss both gems? That's how we used to do this trick, actually. We used to just go for it. In fact, Laura still does it this way. Saving like 2 seconds just by doing that, basically. Which is cool, but for the amount of gems you get here and the added consistency, it's like definitely worth it to slow it down. But it's only like really worth it if you get both gems. Like if you get just one gem like I've been, it's like, okay, that's like arguably worth it. Because that's like 2 seconds for 5 gems, but 2 seconds for 10 gems is a lot more worth it. A lot more justifiable. It's barely got, it was like a delayed proxy. What's up, Agent Haven? Back in college for the final semester. Good luck to you on college, and thank you for the good luck on runs. What's up, Blossom? Thank you, thank you. No. Oh, that actually did hit. Nice. That's not gonna make it. See, that's the thing. I gotta get further up to make this like more consistent, like about here. But then it's like, ugh. It's just like I'm still looking for that exact right spot to set it up. Master Phoenix, thank you for the good luck. What happened to your username? YouTube has been doing this thing lately where it'll let you... It used to just show your Google name. So like your username separate from your Google name. So like in chat it would just show your Google name. Then they changed it so it shows your username. Then they changed it back so it shows your Google name. And now they've changed it back again to just showing your username. I don't know why they do that, but that's just what YouTube's been doing lately. Thank you, Roy Sensei. Good. Dude, I hate when that happens. It turns me around. What's up, Snapdragon Builds? Hope you're doing well today. Come on, just give me the fucking proxy. No, way too late. Dude, I gotta like wait with that flame. Gotta glide for a moment and then flame. I hate fucking missing the cauldron. That like top 10 things that piss me off. Do I play MOBAs? No. Thanks for the good luck leveling. What's up, AR? What's up, Zeals? Now I'm back to doing this badly. God damn it. Yeah, the strat is to walk forward. Like when you flame her, like walk forward before the jump. And then you can get in there more easily. Almost, come on. Jack Carey, thank you for the 15 months of YouTube membership. Jack says, so happy to be here for so long. Life has been busy, so I haven't been on here lately. Love you in my streams always. Thank you, Jack. Love you too. What's my favorite line in the trilogy? No, I don't know. You gotta believe. Yeah, let's go with that. What's up, Kale? Thank you for the good luck. Watching me play Klonoa the other day healed your soul. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed that playthrough. That was a lot of fun. Damn it, dude. I was like getting it for a sec. Now I'm like unlearned it. See you later, Megan. That somehow works. So it's not really a question of like, oh, I gotta get closer to the cauldron. If anything, I want to do keep like setting it up further back. It's just like I need to get close enough to her before my full hop that it's like we have the time to hit it. There we go. Almost. Yeah, my girlfriend watches my stream sometimes. She originally found me through my stream, actually. Good. That was picture perfect. Just do it like that every time. Oh. That one was not working. Almost. I'm getting a lot closer to grab, even on the ones where I missed the blue. Like, I'm getting a lot closer to grabbing it. One sub and I'll smoke weed, yeah, on the fucking Klonoa playthrough. Yeah, shit was funny. That one, like, barely worked. Good. Very good. Now I'm starting to feel a lot more comfortable with this. I might start going for this in runs. Unless I start losing like a shit ton of runs to it. A lot of good progress on this version of the trick today. Alright. Let's keep it moving here. I'll head down here and work on this jump. This is a new version with the with Mama Proxy. Yes, I was grabbing an extra gem there than I normally do. Thank you for the $19.99 from Lion Seacrest. He says, "Good luck, good luck, Baldwin on runs today." What does that mean? I don't know what that means, but thank you so much, Lion. I will go Baldwin on the runs. Subtle reference to my balding, perhaps. Each day we get closer to the full bald experience. Feeling good about this jump today. Oh, as in I'm killing it? To Alex Baldwin that shot someone with the... Oh, okay, I think I've heard of that. Nice, yeah, hopefully I accidentally shoot world record here, that'd be nice. Accidentally snipe that shit. I'm liking the Y to set up today. I don't know why sometimes I'll miss my charge glide there a lot. I don't know if that's like a input dropped thing or what. Whew. What's up, Ash? Thank you for the good luck. Let's head over to do a little Alpine. Yeah, thanks again for the big super chat, Lion. Love you, man. Garnett Dagger FF9, thank you for the YouTube membership, Garnett. Have I played Dark Cloud 2? Nope. What does rolling right there do other than look cool? It turns you the correct direction. And since I have to wait for all three of those flames, it's like I might as well roll there. I'm not losing or saving time by doing that roll, it's just a setup. Sets me up for the exit position. But I could just as easily just turn as well, it's not like I have to roll there. Let me practice something while I'm here. Let me work on the green sparks strat. I think the key with this is you want to flame earlier rather than later, counterintuitively. Yeah. Yeah, I missed that blue. No, too early. What's the hardest level in any percent? I don't know. Bog is pretty tough, Metalhead's pretty tough, Jock is pretty tough. I would say those are all, like, pretty hard levels. Congrats on the PB. Thank you, Gripens. Any other strats like Fasty that are really risky but save time? There's like some slight optimizations to the end of treetops that I could do that are really risky but not worth it. I'm happy with my current strats though. Oops. Trying to do it where I don't bonk on any of this shit and still get that blue. And then also getting that that green right there. I guess I'd just sacrifice that green, right? Unless I were to grab it here. But then I'm skipping the gold. Well, let me see about that cleanup. Maybe that cleanup is legit. Grab the gold. Yeah, it's hard because like you flame him into this area, so it makes more sense to get around the other side of him there. Do I think 8 to 9 seconds of time save is possible? Off my current PB, yes. Am I a fan of Ratchet and Clank? Yes. Do I think it's possible to get under 3630? Yeah, I do think it's possible. I don't know if I'm, like, capable of that right now, but, like, we're getting there slowly, in due time. I do believe it is possible. Like, the human limit, I think Composer and I both agree, is, like, in the 36.1x's right now. But that can and will change with time as we continue playing and figuring stuff out and getting better. Um, 1349 Travis, thank you for the YouTube membership. Hope you're doing well today. Still running tests of what? You're putting stickers over price tags? Nice. Yeah, I'm warming up right now. I'm not like testing anything. Just working on some alternate strats and stuff. Who found the rat trick? That would be Tuval. Yeah, just go for that green there. Makes more sense. And then just so I don't get tripped up, let me do the normal strat here again. There's actually been no one's really argued this lately, but there's been arguments about like technically doing the cleanup with the damage abuse like that is like technically about as fast. I mean, from what people have tested, this is about as fast as not taking the damage and doing the alternate strat that I was doing before. In fact, you know, it's a funny thing is I actually was the one that came up with this damage abuse strat, or at least was the one that started doing it in runs. And yeah, there was definitely some contention in the Discord of whether this like makes sense to do or not. I mean, it is smoother in that you don't have to go back and forth so much, but you know, like if you don't have, especially in 120%, it's harder to justify because you take 2 damage abuses in this level instead of just 1 in any percent. So I don't know. I think optimally speaking, I think this strat is a little better. Because a lot of people, here's the other thing, is like when people were timing this, people weren't good at cleaning up this cave correctly. People would go like all the way here and then like kind of, they do like a longer like cleanup there. Like people are just bad at optimizing this movement in general. Which is like understandable because these fucking enemies are massive and it's like easy to bonk everywhere up in here. And like fuck up slightly. With like, see with the gems, it's like so easy to just slightly fuck up there and miss like a 5. Or like, you know, if you do the damage abuse like that, it's like suboptimal. You don't want to sideswipe it. So there's like a lot of little fuck-ups you can do with this strat. Humanly possible. Has anyone used AI or a computer to assist? So you may not be familiar with this concept, but you can program inputs into an emulator and then play them back like a movie. So you can theoretically create the perfect super play of a game, and we call that a TAS, Tool-Assisted Super Play. So yes, there are TASes of this game, which are essentially input playback movies on emulator. But to answer your question, no one's ever used an AI to make a playthrough of this game, or machine learning or anything like that. The S in task can stand for speedrun or superplay, depending on the goal. The original term was superplay, but we think of it as tool-assisted speedrun nowadays. The terms are interchangeable. Those things are often one and the same. With a task, what's the best time? I encourage you to look up the Spyro task. Look it up on YouTube. I don't even remember. The any percent task, I think, is like 33 minutes and something. Sometime, and the 120% task is like an hour and 8 minutes. Look them up on YouTube. Is the task route the best route? No, and I think it's a common misconception that just because it's in a task means it's like the best thing possible. you know, the people that make these tasks are human as well, and we're just operating on what looks like the fastest thing to us, you know? So even tasks have room for improvement as well, even if they seem highly optimized. No, I don't listen to black metal. What's up, Holmes? Alright, let's go somewhere else. Let's do Metalhead Out of Bounds a few times, do some, maybe do a little Jock, and then do some Rats. And get into runs. I've been doing quite a bit of practice here. Stop injecting AI god into hobbies. My opinion about AI and speedrunning is that machine learning, it's not necessarily AI specifically, but I think machine learning can be used to simulate multiple playthroughs of a game to find routes that maybe people haven't thought of before. So I'm definitely not going to sit here and be like, yo, AI has no use for speedrunning or anything. It's just that, you know, it's not really I don't know, people haven't really put in the work with this particular game. You kind of have to take it on a game. When it comes to machine learning, it's like these models are something you have to personally like create for each game, and no one has like done that for this game. People have done it for like Trackmania. You can check out like Virtual's videos on YouTube to see kind of what like machine learning looks like for speedrunning. And I'm not against that at all. I'm definitely like in favor of like just whatever helps us find like the optimized routes is like that's what I'm all about. I don't have any like you know to me it's not like, okay, it has to be the humans figuring out what's optimal. It's like if a machine figures it out and then I do that in runs, like to me that's fine. Like, I know some people get really like emotional or like attached to different things with AI, or like, I don't want AI doing this or doing that, but for the sake of like researching strats and stuff, I think AI could be a very, specifically machine learning could be a very helpful tool. But just all comes, that's just, you know, it's all just theoretical until someone does it. And I'm not going to be the guy to do it, I'll tell you that much. Let me do the top of this level one more time. Why does Spyro look so awesome? I'm playing on a hacked version of the game that lets me like respawn stuff and change Spyro's color. For more info, type !! practice codes. Is there enough gems in Spyro 1 that if every gem was a red gem, you'd be able to complete the game any percent? Technically, no. Because I believe there's about 1,000, like about 1,600 gem objects in the game. Or maybe it's like 3,000. It's like somewhere between 1 and 3,000 gem objects. There's actually a spreadsheet that says like how many gem objects are in the game and how many of each colored gem there are in the game. So if they were all red, it would only be like 1,000 to 3,000 gems. That's including the, you know, Dreamweavers and Nasty's World and all that. Including Nasty's World and Loot, which would not be accessible without getting 6,000. Also, another fun fact about gems in this game, since we're talking about it, counting gems, is that the gem objects that are displayed in the loading screen when you complete a flight level they don't equal the same amount as the gems that you receive for completing a flight level. It only shows 100, I believe 165 gems, like objects like going into your inventory when you're coming back from a flight level, but you receive 300 gems. So there's a discrepancy between the gem object, the amount of gems, physically gem objects in this game, and the total value of them. So pay attention next time I exit a flight level. Pause and see if you can count all the gems that are on screen there. Let's here, let me go. Let me do up to the first cycle here one more time. I did technically miss first cycle in my not my PB, but in my run yesterday. Oh, that's bad. Try that again. Trying to grab the extra 2 here. Sind with the very generous super chat, 25 pounds, says, "Hey Deo, I rarely watch the live, but you've been a VOD watcher since the Spyro 3 practice. Wow, that's a long time. Been enjoying you ever since, and I think you are a great entertainer no matter what game you play. Stay positive. Love from Germany." I love you, Sind. That was a very sweet message. Messages and super chats like that keep me going big time, so thank you. Oh shit. What's up, Tulu? I was super generous. You and, oh, and also Tia, I just saw this. Tia with the super chat earlier says, "Congrats on the PB. Miss it but saw the replay." Thank you, Tia. Thanks, guys. Yeah, basically Popeye. Basically. I'm just going for 3-pointers. Now let's say I need to recover more gems. We do this. Maybe I can like flame out the air. Or maybe not. See what flaming out the air would look like here. Yeah, I like that. Just gliding down with a flame. It's a little quicker than landing. Should be okay on the cycle, I think. We'll see. Ooh, gonna get hits. Yeah, that was bad. How was the watermelon festival? It was really fun. I ate a bunch of watermelon and had a bunch of watermelon themed drinks. Really good mojitos. And it was nice. Just like a little festival in the middle of town, you know, people walking around and shit. It was very nice. Your son is developing core memories of watching people play Spyro. Good. You know, remember, they'll never have the same childhood as us, though. You can inject them with all the classic gaming that a parent can, but they'll still gravitate towards the iPad at the end of the day. But that is still pretty wholesome, though. Blavo, Blaho, and White Split. You watch my stream while eating 7-Eleven hot dogs? That's pretty good. I haven't had a 7-Eleven glizzy in a long time. Did I miss the yellow gem there? Let's see. Yeah, I did. I went too... You can go too fast to there. So you gotta be careful with that. Missed that yellow. Okay, let's do one more of the whole level here, and then we'll do some rats and then do a run, I think. That's crazy that that almost didn't work. How come parents buy their kids iPads? I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. You're asking a bald dude who's never gonna have kids that question. I feel like today, if I were to guess, I feel like today it's like kind of like if you're a kid, like, or if I was a parent, like I would need to get my kid a cell phone, you know, so that way they could call me, you know, from at school or whatever if something happens. What's up, Big Wizard? Thanks for the good luck. But yeah, I don't really care what parents do with their kids, to be completely honest. It's not my problem. What's up, a crispy taco? Thank you for the good luck. Oh, that's not gonna work. It's the same color as your tongue after Kool-Aid. It's funny. Would I ever try to speedrun other games? I have speedrun other games, just not as dedicated as this one. What's up, Critical? Thank you for the good luck. Crazy, got that all missed. Spark sleeping on the job. What about non-Spyro games? What about them? You want me to play games that aren't Spyro? Is that what you're saying? Hold on. Yeah, you know, like I get a lot of, you know, on the daily, I get a lot of like game suggestions from people in the chat. And I usually have to, what I just started doing is just started making like a blanket statement at the start of stream that like, and I'll just make it here, you know, so that way I can just ignore any question. And I hate to do this, but it's just because I get like, oh, what about this game? What about that game? I get questions like that constantly. So this is my one statement for it, and then I'm gonna just ignore every game-related question, every other game-related question. Like, when are you gonna play this? Is, right now, my goal is to get as far as I can in Spyro 1. And what that means is that I can't just pick up another game, you know? I could, but I don't want to. I don't want to pick up another game and do that on the side and whatever. You know, there are plenty of other games to learn that I would be interested in for sure, but that's not what's going to happen for the near future. I'm going to be speedrunning Spyro. Now, with that said, I might eventually do some more casual games here or there, like I did with Klonoa, but I'm currently not taking any suggestions for speed games or casual games at the moment. I'm just focused on Spyro. So if I know there's going to be some arc one day where I start kind of hopping into more other game. And hey, you know, maybe sometimes I'll feel like playing Oblivion or something after my Spyro grind. So I'm not so like hard and fast about everything, but you know, to give you perspective on how serious I am here, like I've been only playing this game on stream basically for like the better part of 12 years and I'm not done yet. So I'm not really interested in picking up another game right now. I'm sorry. I know some of you guys might want to see whatever your favorite game, but I'm not taking any suggestions, and I hope that you can get behind what I'm doing here in Spyro. So that's my whole spiel for today, and I am not going to answer any more questions regarding, hey, when is this game? Or, hey, will you try this other game? You know. So yeah, I have to make that like little statement every day. I'm sorry if that sounds like a little like, what's the word, patronizing, but it's just, I think when people ask me, it's like they're not really realizing like how locked into Spyro I am here. And that's okay, because, you know, I'm really quite a silly Billy for being so dedicated here. Really, I should just be more open to just playing other stuff, but that's a whole nother discussion that, again, I don't really want to get into any of these, like, play this, play that, you know, type of talk. If that's okay, I mean, you guys are free to suggest whatever, just be aware that I'll probably ignore messages like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, no hard feelings or anything. Hopefully that wasn't too, like, too annoying of a spiel or anything. Let's head over to North Nexus. Nice. Rat's feeling good. Close. Thank you for the good luck 17 and the kind words. These rats are feeling really good right now. This may be a blessed rat day. Even though these last few have been a little unlucky. Can I make Spyro green? Yeah, sure. The mid-air roll is when I'm doing it from right to left like this. I always do a roll just to help with the proxy. You could do that going the other way as well. It's just, I just learned it that way. It helps push Spyro like in the corner more or something. I don't know. It's supposed to help. Is left or right better? It really just depends on the rat's position, which way is better, Humber. As you can see, the rat has a variable position each time. But if it's like, if it's a question of what's the fastest is to go left to right. You know, obviously we care more about consistency than always doing the exact fastest version of it. I'd rather get first try reverse rat than like 5th try left to right. Don't overthink it. That's my advice. Alright, let's do some runs, shall we? I'm ready. Any levels that I miss from 120% that I don't go into for any percent? Not really, but I'll name a few. There's Haunted Towers, there's Lofty Castle, Dark Passage, Terrace Village, and Cove, Nork Cove, Twilight Harbor, and Nasty's Loot. That's every, I'm pretty sure that's every level that I don't go, and Shemp, Dr. Shemp. And Sunny Flight. And Dark Hollow. And Toasty. That's every level. So pick your favorite of those, and that's the one I miss the most. Let me refresh my capture card here. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, Shemp and Dark Hollow are classic for sure. Thank you for the good luck's honor and Ellie Chan.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been.
I miss Lofty. I mean, it's a great level. It's very frustrating. Don't get me wrong to speedrun, but it's pretty dope level. I definitely miss Lofty more than I miss Nork Cove. I'll tell you that much. Any strats I miss? I don't miss anything. I'm not sure if you guys could tell by like how I'm explaining this, but I don't really miss anything from 120%. Like, I love 120%. It's definitely the category I prefer, but I'm not like sitting here like, oh god, I wish I could play 120, but I have to play fucking any percent. It's not like that. I hate that you don't go into every level, you know, like, who cares? I've played this game like thousands of times, you know, it's like, I'm not like that attached to any particular level. So, it's all good to me. There's nothing to miss when you're me.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
This should work. Saboom getting my record anytime? I hope so. That'd be cool to see him actually catch up. Less arduous to play the game for half an hour versus an hour and a half. It trains a different set of like muscles, so to speak. You know, when you're playing 120, it's like you have to have like a prolonged endurance, high level of focus, which is just genuinely hard to have for like more than an hour. Like really locked in, like high intensity execution. But yeah. Definitely different vibes, the two cat. I wouldn't say that any percent is less intense or anything. This category is definitely very intense, just as intense. Just as difficult. Just in its own way. No, I don't confuse my routes because I don't run both categories at once. You know, when I was switching from 120% to any percent a while ago, you know, I would accidentally like do 120 routes, but you know, that muscle memory goes away, and it takes me about a month for muscle memory from one category to fully go away while I'm learning another one. So I don't make 120 mistakes. Actually, it's kind of sad. I think I've forgotten a lot of the 120 routes. I'd have to take like a good month relearning 120% at this point. That's why Laura was joking around that she wants to do a like a drunken. She wants me to like get drunk and race her at 120% and see who wins because I'm so rusty at it now. Be a funny idea. Getting a call with her and shit. So far off there. I'm replacing the dragon in Dr. Shemp by doing Nestor Skip. Super slow there. God damn, and missing gems. Is 120% dead? At the world record level, it is currently dead, yes, but there are people playing at a pretty high level at different points in the mid and high 120s that are still very much keeping the category alive, in my opinion. God, I'm tempted to reset, but I'm just gonna keep going. Vortex percent is basically entering the all worlds cheat code and then going through every return home vortex, of which there are 26 in this game, I believe. There's one in most levels. So by entering the all worlds cheat, you don't have to worry about collecting gems or dragons. It's just purely movement going to each return home vortex. So yeah, that's the goal of the category. Do all that and then kill Nasty Nork. And if you haven't seen a run of it, you should definitely watch one because it's very different than what I do. Like every level has got some crazy ass proxy or, you know, glitch or trick that like helps you get to the end portal quicker. Am I ever gonna speedrun 2 and 3? Yeah, eventually. Just not soon. A little slow. Who else is stoned? I'm sure several people here are. No. I could have made that work. I just got too hasty with my charge glide. It's alright though, it's a little sloppy.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Looks promising. Nice. All jobs ran so I could glide. What does that even mean? I did watch his video today about the fucking, what's it called? The lawsuit. The post-mortem on the Billy Mitchell lawsuit. I didn't watch the whole thing though. I basically just like watched like a few minutes of it, then got like a TLDR from the comments. Is resetting in any percent less stressful than 120%? You know, I've had to adjust my reset habits. You know, in 120%, I'm definitely less resetty, and I tried taking that attitude into this category when I started playing it. And this is just a category where, like, if you want to play at a high level, you have to reset a lot. It's just the truth. And that was like a hard pill for me to swallow because again, I was so used to 120% where it's like, if you just get the grit out, you know, if you just like try your best, like you can bring back any, you know, deficit or whatever, or like no resets are still valid, you know, like you can still get a good time even if you lose like a bunch of time in the early game or whatever, like there, it's like a real showing of grit and stuff, no resetting that category. And that sort of experience doesn't really happen with any percent for me because it is a shorter category and so much more can go wrong and just destroy your run. So It just doesn't feel as rewarding for me to no reset this category, and that was something I had to kind of like grapple with. I was like, fuck, I guess I can't be so no reset-y here. I mean I can, like, I can totally just no reset all day, but like, if I'm going for like PB and for the grind to feel right, like I needed to reset more in this category. And I think I do now. Now I do, I'm totally like well adjusted to that. So it was definitely a transition for me. H3 is suing people. Dude, I haven't kept up with like an H3 thing since like 2018. Like anytime I see like iDubbbz on my feed, I'm like not interested. I have to like click the fucking drop down menu and click like not interested. Like I don't care. What's up, Marquisha? Thank you for the good luck. What's up, Chloe? Thank you for the good luck. iDubbbz is broke. Yeah, do you know, I was interested learning, you know, in the post-mortem video that Carl did about the Billy Mitchell lawsuit. I was interested to learn that Billy Mitchell is still losing money. Like, you would think that Billy Mitchell would be making, like, my assumption was that Billy Mitchell would be making bank off of Carl, but actually he's not. He is winning some money from Carl, but like, the amount of money that both of them spent on lawyer fees is like, what, 600 each is like $600,000. Dude, where's my joystick? What the fuck? It turned off. That was so stupid. What the, how did that even happen? I hate that that's a thing. Alright, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, like, to take a fucking defamation case to trial overseas, you know, and go through the whole nine. Fucking $500,000 on lawyer fees, easy. So it's like, forget any money. Oh, Billy, like, wins this amount of money or whatever. It's like, pales in comparison to lawyer fees. Whether you win or lose the case. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I did my push-ups today. So yeah, the real winners of the Billy Mitchell lawsuit were the lawyers. Proxy his ass. Pretty funny. I don't actually use the word proxy in real life at all. Unless I say, like yesterday at the Watermelon Festival, I saw like a crochet rat. You know, that looked like, I said, that guy looks like Rat Proxy. What is a proxy? It's getting squeezed between two objects and then getting launched out of them. So you're gonna see me do that on the mama here if I don't fuck up. I mean, like, that's what honestly, I deserve that. I deserve that for going so deep in there. Deep in there. And still insisting on the blue. Should have done it like that. That's a proxy. What's up, Piggy? Thanks for the good luck. No, you didn't curse it. You actually have no effect on my gameplay. Just so we're on the same page here. Your spouse and I reference Spyro speedrunning in daily life. That's cute. Yeah, we went to a watermelon festival. It was just, you know, like they had watermelons and stands and people selling little knickknacks and stuff. It was cute. Guys, just so you know, I'm like not interested in talking about iDubbbz. My chat is not the place to talk about iDubbbz and Ethan Klein and your opinions and stuff about these fucking big celebrity YouTubers that don't care about you. My chat's not the place to talk about it. But it's cool though. It's all good. Yeah, thanks again for the GGs, Piggy.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Maybe? This should work, I think. Small YouTubers, best YouTuber. Do I count as a small YouTuber? What's up, Robin? I feel like yes, right? How do I know if Nestor Skip's gonna fail? Because I'm looking to see whether Spyro gets stuck on top of him or not, basically. So, good Nestor Skip, you know, has a few ingredients in it. But the main thing I'm looking for is when I land on top of Nestor that I'm almost stuck, but that he's like very slowly inching down. That's like kind of the #1 thing I'm looking for and that you can look for as well in my Nestor attempts. If Spyro ever gets fully stuck, it won't work. Watermelon eating contest? That'd be fun.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
You know, a lot of I've learned about this. A lot of competitive eaters will do something called a max out meal, like the day before a challenge. And a good food to do a max out meal with is watermelon, because it is mostly just water. So it's a great way to stretch out your stomach the day before an event like that. And then you do a max out meal like that, and then you don't eat anything for like 24 hours before a challenge. That's like the optimal way to stretch your, you know, except for water. That's the optimal way to stretch out your stomach for a food challenge. But yeah, obviously, you know, you can't just go from eating normally to like doing a max out meal, then fasting. That, you know, you're gonna shock your body. So it has to be like really a progressive like training, like stomach stretching training regimen of like gradually doing like max out meals and like some small fasts and stuff. It's really interesting to see how competitive eaters train their bodies.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
You found a couple months ago that you're one of the people who spontaneously develops a melon allergy. That's I mean, I wouldn't call that like a huge bummer, but I mean, melons are all right. But I mean, they're not. It's not like you have a gluten allergy or something like that. It's like at least you can still eat most food. Oh, cucumbers count as like a melon? I didn't even know that. Yeah, the downing a water bottle in 1 second is kind of cheap because you just force the water down like with your hand, you know, like because it's a plastic bottle, you can just physically just squeeze it closed. So you don't even really need to be good at chugging to do that. You could just fill your mouth full of water and swallow it all. You know, oh, I drank it all in 1 second, you know. The people who are really good at chugging can do it from really large glass vessels, and what they do is they blow out all their air. They go, you know, you ever watch Badlands chugs? They go, and then they do a thing where they keep their throat as open as possible so that the water, they don't even have to swallow. The water just flows directly through their esophagus into their, you know, whatever, their stomach, what have you. It's like a similar thing as like sword swallowers. They like completely like open up their throat. It's like a really hard, unnatural thing to do. Just keep your throat open so that you don't have to swallow. It's weird. It's a weird skill. It also results in with liquid coming out of your sinus as well. So if you ever watch people like chug, they'll see like they'll fucking have like the juice coming out of their nose and stuff. It's just really funny. But yeah, I've never been impressed by like oh, I can drink a whole water bottle in 1 second. They just go like, it's like, bro, like that in my mind that doesn't count as chugging. Or that's like a cheap way to like, it's a cheap party trick, you know. Welcome, Laura. I hope you're having a great day. It's that time again. What time? To complain? Is it complainer time? We have a skin allergy to mangoes, and it makes you more allergic to poison ivy. Interesting. And the two are related. Yeah, it's kind of interesting with mangoes. I remember when I was big into like learning about like weed and stoner stuff, is that mango and really dark chocolate can enhance, or supposedly can enhance, the feeling of being high off of weed. Now, however true or not that is, I don't really know, but I definitely tried eating mango and like 90% dark chocolate whenever I'd get stoned as a youngin'.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been.
Oh yeah, Shoe Nice, dude. Unironically, I used to love Shoe Nice. I mean, his fucking 4 vodka, what is it, like Jaeger bomb video is like so iconic. But I mean, I stopped short of saying I'm like a fan of him. I mean, the guy's like actually crazy. So I wouldn't really call myself a fan, but I do like some of his videos. Some of his videos are just iconic, like classic food challenge internet stuff. Yeah, all of the fake Everclear chugs. But like, he's so insane that it's like, even though it's probably fake, like, you wouldn't put it past him that it's like real, you know what I mean? It's like, could be either or. I mean, he's that fucking degenerate. You know? But yeah, I don't trust any like I don't trust any like hard liquor slams on YouTube. I'm sure many of them are legit, but you can't trust any of them. Even when they show, oh, I broke the seal, you know, and stuff. Or leaving the seal on and breaking it on camera. It's like, it's just so hard it's just so easy to fake. So yeah, I'm definitely pretty skeptical with any like vodka, Everclear, whatever chugs. Trends of people wasting food. I mean, you know, food waste is like a whole nother discussion, but I'll say this. I'm not personally like super attached to the concept of like finishing every piece of food that's displayed on an internet video. You know? I'm not like one of those people that's like personally offended at food waste. It's just like in my mind, it's just a reality of like our world is that like companies and restaurants waste pounds and pounds of food every day. Now, is that right? Should it be going to other places? Like, sure, but you know, like it's not something that, it's not a topic that personally offends me. I think maybe if I had like food scarcity growing up, I would probably be more offended at the concept of food waste for a YouTube video, for a mukbang or so on. But I personally, I must say, I'm not really offended by that. The amount of food that, and I guess my reasoning for that is like the amount of food you can waste as a one person pales in comparison to the amount of food that's wasted by restaurants every day and big companies and stuff. So it's like being like, you know, littering is bad, but like, is it really hurting the environment like as much as like a fucking big company is? It's like you can't really be super mad. Maybe on like a personal level, you don't litter. Like, I don't litter. I'll always throw away trash just because I like a clean environment around me. But it's like in terms of the actual implication of littering, it's like hardly puts a dent in anything. Not to say you should litter, and it's not to say you should waste food either. It's just like it's not something that I like care enough about to like be offended by. You know what I mean? Like or in other words, there's like bigger fish to fry in these regards, even if you are like personally invested in these topics. Are you blocked? No. Food waste is uniquely American. No, it happens all over the world. I mean, I know you want to hate on America, and that's totally fair. We are a bunch of fucking idiots. I'll give you that. We're all a bunch of fat loser idiots. So yeah, so there you go. Hopefully that makes you feel better. 1, 2, 3. This is like super awkward movement. I'm losing a ton of time here. Yeah, right, Alicia. And like, I want to just like reiterate that it's like, just because a big company is producing more food waste or more litter or trash or greenhouse gas, whatever, environmental impacts, just because big companies are doing it on such a big scale doesn't mean you shouldn't worry about it at all. Like, doesn't mean you shouldn't like give a shit about littering or food waste and stuff. Like, I don't like to waste food. I don't like to litter, but I'm never going to be like such a hard ass about it, is my point. It's like, it's not such a black and white thing to me. It's like, if you litter, you're bad. If you don't finish your plate, you're bad. You know? As someone that fucking consistently overeats, I think it's actually quite a impressive thing for me to only eat a part of my plate and then throw the rest away or save the rest or what have you, you know? Like, that takes an impressive amount of restraint for me. Literally last night I made Sarah and I like some sirloin steaks. And I was like, dude, this is good. And I was drunk, by the way. I was like, this is good, but I need to eat a meatball sandwich as well. She was like, do you really need to? I'm like, babe, I gotta do this. I just fucking smashed that shit. It was so good. So worth. Yeah, I mean, I hear you, Daniel. I mean, I just think the whole like being so so hardcore about like little things like that, it can lead to more harm than good. Like kind of what you're saying, making people feel bad about, you know, this or that, how much food they are or aren't eating, or how much they're wasting, or so on and so forth. It's like you just don't know someone else's life, you know. Even though you wouldn't litter, even though you wouldn't like waste food, doesn't mean you gotta hate on someone, you know, over it. It's like you take a step back from your initial frustration to like see the bigger picture type of issue. It's like when you take a step back and look at the whole picture of waste, it's like, oh, well, you know, why would you be mad at any one person here, you know?
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Yeah, I mean it sucks that it's like a small piece of litter, or like those what are they called, the rings, the plastic rings that hold like a 6-pack of soda, that those like will get stuck in like fish, like those will like literally get stuck around fish's necks and stuff. It's so horrible. Dude, I would like watch fucking, I've been watching like YouTube like survival videos where it's like, okay, stranded on a desert island in the middle of nowhere for 7 days with no food or water, you know. And one of the big ways that this blew my mind. One of the big ways that you'll survive on a deserted island without food or water is by picking up plastic waste that washes up onto the island. And you'll find half-drinking water. Like, this is literally what would happen in the video. You'd find, like, half-drinking water bottles. And even though they could have God knows what germs and condensation and microplastics, it's still cleaner water than anything else. Unless you can get a fire going and boil water. Like, if you don't have a fresh water source, you know. It just, like, puts a whole nother perspective on, like, litter. It's like... I mean, I guess it's like the classic, like, one man's trash is another man's treasure type of thing. Oops. But yeah, that, like, blew my mind when I would, like, see this guy, like, trying to survive, and he'd be like, dude, yes, there's a bunch of plastic bottles that washed up on this beautiful beach. He's, like, actually excited for that, you know? Even though to us it'd be like, oh man, how horrible is that, you know, ruining the environment and shit. Just all this stuff is such like a perspective question, you know. You guys just like typed the same message, but like a different person said it. It's funny. Dude, I'm like actually so ass at this game today. I'm definitely not playing like I was 2 days ago. That's fine. My chill vibes, dude. Missing shit. I can't even get out of the early game today. Can't stop looking at the chat. Boop boop boo. Boop boop boo. Boop 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 boo. What are my biggest time save spots? I actually have 4 different splits where I can save 3 seconds each, basically. I'm not going to list all 4 of them for you right now, but yeah, basically I have some minor time save, just more scattered throughout the run now. Obviously my last splits had like a fucking 10, 12 second time save in treetops and then another 5 in bog. So the time saves moved around a bit. But it's still there. There is definitely still like a reasonable amount of like just raw time save and mistakes that would get me back up to world record if we clean those up. But of course, you know, just have a perfect run, lol, you know, like, not always that easy. Have I dissected Composer's run? We did a comparison to Composer's old record a while back. You can see on my YouTube channel. I haven't watched any of their recent runs. Peacemaker's Homeworld, Wizard Peak, you think bog? I mean, I think I've seen the most recent record. Anytime there's a new record, I'll like watch it on my own and make sure there's nothing I'm like missing. But as far as I know, I'm like aware of implementing or have a reason not to implement any given strat that Composer does. "12 seconds just from bonks? Damn. I wouldn't say it's quite that much just from bonks. 1 bonk is half a second, so to say there's 12 seconds of lost from bonks, that's like 24 bonks. That's a lot of bonks. But I do agree that there's 12 seconds of just overall time save. I'm not making that, dude. I gotta stop going for this. I gotta stop going for the extra gem. Like, I was practicing it a lot today, but I'm just not getting it in runs, so we're gonna stop going for that. Time save for these splits, I just explained. There's about 10 to 20 seconds, depending on how you measure stuff. Sprinkled throughout. You're curious since you studied, do I have a separate collection in the I don't know what you're talking about. Alright.
Okay, rolling.
Really, guys, I gotta be honest, I feel like runs are going nowhere fast today. So I'm gonna try to lock in and get like one decent attempt. But I don't see myself grinding a bunch of runs today. It's just not that kind of day for me. I will be back tomorrow to keep grinding harder. Like, hopefully tomorrow I'm like more locked in, but just today is just, I don't know. I don't mean to write it off, but it's just I'm just looking at the results here and it's like I'm just not on that level today, is the truth. And that's okay. I'm still going to try my best. It's just keeping it real. Also not going to force myself to play more if it's like that's how it's going to be, you know. Do I think any point of the run is worth implementing a blue butterfly? What are you talking about? You talking about like in Spyro 2? The life butterflies? Those are in Spyro 2 and 3, I think.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Would it help to ignore the chat? I've had this conversation before. It usually comes up anytime I'm playing badly. It's like, hey, just stop looking at chat. Problem solved. But really, you know, the chat helps me in a lot of ways that assumption doesn't acknowledge. You know, like I'm able to conquer a lot of like feelings of boredom and tedium by interacting with you guys. And it's really not even that I'm talking to the chat, but it's just expressing my feelings as I'm playing. you know, is just as much of a distraction as looking at a chat room. And yet both of those things help keep me going. So it's not really so clear cut to just be like, okay, just stop looking at chat. Like, yeah, I agree. Maybe I should probably just stop talking so much and focus on the game. But, you know, it's not like an obvious answer like you might think at a glance.
Okay, rolling.
Like, just be a brain dead, just be a fucking robot, you know? It's like, it's so easy, you know? It's like, I have to acknowledge the humanity in this whole thing, you know? At least that's how it goes for me, you know? For someone else, maybe it's different. You know, I mean, it's true, Beppis, you know, like, when I get good runs, I'm usually not talking so much. I'll give it up. You know, I don't think that's cause for me to, like, be like, okay, like, unless I want to, like, I'm gonna just talk, you know, like, unless I want to be quiet, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's the type of thing that's like, okay, well, since we're trying to get the best runs here, you should turn off the mic, turn off the camera, turn off the chat, turn off the stream, minimize distractions. It's like, that's such a, like, it's such an absolutist way of looking at it that I think there's a lot more, like, gray area in between all of that. It's not to say that it's wrong to do that, to minimize distractions and stuff, and in fact, that can help. But it's just not, like, it's just not as clear of an answer. I'm just trying to explain to you guys, there's more to it than that. That's all I'm saying. You know, whether you agree with me or not is totally up to you. I'm just kind of just explaining it from my perspective, that's all. And so yeah, I like talking. I like talking about my feelings and my thoughts while I play. And if that makes me, like, worse at speedrunning, well, you know, at least I'm happier, you know, like, doing it this way. And maybe it's like a total cope and whatnot, and I'm just making myself, like, I'm just making everything just harder for myself, like, maybe, you know, I don't know, but, like, I'd rather not feel like I have to change who I am as a speedrunner in this way. Like, you should be a quieter speedrunner, you should be a less distracted speedrunner if you want to get good times. I don't believe that's, like, necessarily true. Straight up. Might be partially true, but it's not, like, the full story. Just my opinion. Especially for myself and my own grind, it's just my opinion. I think every speedrunner has their own opinion on that, on what it means to minimize distractions and get your best runs. So point being is, like, you can't decide that for me, you know? And I don't think you should try to pressure me in any direction like that, unless, like, I want to, you know? And sometimes I am like that. Sometimes I'm just quiet and just focused, and other times I'm just saying my piece, you know? Every day I'm a different version of myself in this way. So yeah, to anyone who's like, just shut up and play, I encourage you to respect the process. That's all I'm saying. God damn, I missed so many gems in this Artisans. Okay, I'm not trying to make a comment on, like, how entertaining talking is. I think that, you know what, I will comment on this since people are talking about it. People are saying, oh, well, if you don't talk so much, then you're, like, not as entertaining and, you know, you won't make a living as a streamer. I don't think that's necessarily true either. That's equally absolutist in the other direction. So you get absolutist pace pals that are like, don't talk at all, minimize all distractions, do offline runs if necessary to get the best runs. And then on the other side, you get people that are like, fucking just talk as much as you want, You know, because that's what makes you entertaining, and it's important to be a good entertainer. It's like, guys, there's a fucking middle ground between these things that I'm on a different part of that spectrum every day. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not so concerned with being like a fucking hilarious entertainer. I don't think that's the right way to go. And I'm not so concerned with being like a robot PB grinding machine. I don't think that's the way to go either. There is a middle ground between these two worlds that I search for every day in my runs. So like I said, I just hope that you guys can trust and enjoy the process here, you know? It's not, there's no absolute answer to this. Finally making that jump. I am pretty under gem though. Yeah, there's a trash truck backing up outside. Sorry about that. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah. Fire. Yeah, I don't think anyone's like trying to tell me how to play or anything, Kevin. Like, it's all good. What's up, Pancaked? It's just an understandable sentiment. It's like, why not talk less, or why not talk more, you know? It's like, from a viewer's perspective, it's like, it's easy to be an absolutist about those types of stuff. Look, I am not going for the extra blue here, even though I probably should. And I fucked up. Like, I can't do the trick correctly anymore. I'm like so ass. That's what I get for unlearning the muscle memory here and doing something different. Changes customs with the super generous $50. Says, proud of you, bro. Love you, man. Keep fucking crushing it. Will do, man. It's a pleasure to see you, as always. I hope you're having a fabulous day, man. Thanks again.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Thank you for the congrats, Ruku. How runs been? Today runs have been ass. I have yet to get out of Clifftown. But a couple days ago I was getting some good paces. 36 paces into Rat.
Okay, rolling.
Today's just an ass day of runs, and that's how it goes, you know. It's all good. Just chilling, banging them out.
Okay, rolling.
Thank you, No Dream. No Dream with the 42 months. He says, love you. Love you too, No Dream. With the tier 2, by the way. Thank you so much for that tier 2.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Spam is worse for you than bacon. I mean, it's probably got a lot more. They both have a lot of sodium in them. Obviously, Spam is the more processed product, but bacon, depending on the bacon, you're American, country boy, so the bacon we're talking about is smoked. It's a somewhat processed meat product, just not as processed as a canned one. You're just talking about the fat, grease, the fat content? Well, both of those things do contain a lot of fat. If you want to be healthy and consume fat, you have to get fat from sources that aren't saturated. Or, what's the word? Yeah, saturated, right? Where it's like the fat from meat. It's like, it's better to get fat from like avocados and things like that. I believe that's how it works. I'm not a nutritionist, but if we're really gonna get on a high horse about grease, like, fat inherently isn't bad for you. It can just clog your arteries if you consume too much of it.
Okay, rolling. Oh,
and there are better and worse sources of fat. And I would say bacon and Spam are both pretty high sodium, like low quality sources of fat. But you gotta keep in mind, there's fat in a lot of foods that you wouldn't think, you know? Like nuts and fruits. But yeah, I'm not a nutritionist. I don't know. It's just like, generally speaking, it's like, obviously the fucking fried shit in oil is going to be worse for you. It's going to actually be probably better than the canned product that's fried in oil. It's probably going to be worse. That's going to be worse than the fucking just normal meat product fried in oil. And that's going to be worse than like just like frying a vegetable, you know, in like minimal oil, or air frying something. You know, so it's just kind of like a common sense thing. It's like, obviously, if you consume a bunch of Spam or bacon, like, that's not good for you. Am I overweight? Yeah, I'm overweight. I'm like 200 pounds. I'm like 5'10", 200 pounds. Yeah, dude, I love fat, man. I love, like, fucking fried shit, you know? Yeah, if you're really concerned about it, a good strategy is to avoid fried stuff, like deep fried things. Bacon is an amazing source of fat. Well, there you go. I'll take it. I do love I eat a ton of bacon. You think it's the beer? I'm sure a lot of my weight has to do with the amount of beer I consume, for sure. Dude, I really can't get shit for runs today. We're just about at the 2-hour mark. I'll give it a few more attempts here, but this may be a day where it's just like, guys, I might have to just like call it at some point here. Because this, I said this earlier, like, my runs are going nowhere fast. I'm going to try to get a run out of Clifftown here. And whatever run I finish, hopefully if I can finish a run here, that'll be my only run for today, I think. Sorry, people who wanted to see an intense grind today. To be fair, I did drink a ton yesterday, so I'm probably still probably recovering from that. Even though I don't like feel hungover, I definitely was hungover like way earlier this morning. And even though I don't have like the headache anymore, I think it still kind of affects like your like lethargy and motor skills, like on a more subconscious level. It's like drinking poison is fucking bad for you or something. Holy shit, imagine.
Okay, rolling. Oh.
Thank you for the good lucks, everybody. Fried potatoes, man. I love doing pan-cooked potatoes, like just cutting them into squares, heating them up in the microwave, and frying them up on the pan. Tastes so good. What are they called? Like country-style potatoes or whatever. Thank you for the congrats, Enzior. Yeah, you had to write down. I remember doing that in a nutrition class as well, Travis. It's like, god damn, I eat a lot of shit. Like, I'm gonna ace this fucking... It's like, I have to write down everything I ate. Man, the teacher's gonna be impressed with me. I probably ate more than all these other students. You could give me an A+. Oh wait, that's not how it works. The problem is pesticide, hormones, and grade-fed animals. Those things are problems for sure. But if we're gonna say the problem, like the biggest problem for me is just overeating. Like, I eat some pretty good fucking food, you know? Like, pretty good variety of meat, vegetables, carbs, you know? And, doesn't matter how natural or grass-fed or whatever the fucking shit is. Like, you eat a lot of it, you're gonna get fat. You know, that's like, I feel like that's if we're gonna say the problem, like, what is the problem? The problem is caloric intake for me. Though the quality of meat products in America is definitely questionable, I do agree. And that is a problem. Yeah, unfortunately, eating is fucking delicious. If I rub bacon grease on my head, I'll regrow hair. Or give myself skin lesions. Does it have to be boiling hot as well? I hear it works better if it's right out of the oven. Whoop. Hello, can I just go, please? I'm such a fucking idiot. What the fuck am I doing? Now that we're bringing up GMOs, selective cultivating of food is technically GMO. So what do I mean when I say GMO? I think you're talking to someone in the chat. You're on keto. Nice. How you been enjoying it?
Okay, rolling.
Your brand new skin graft will come with some hair. Yeah, maybe. Take some hair off my booty crack, please. Oh shit. I'm like just not paying attention to the fucking game today, everybody. Like, that's just the truth about it. You'd replace your meals with a big pellet, like an oversized pill that like you just.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
No bloating, that's pretty cool. I do love carbs though. Carbs are fucking amazing. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? Ugh, I'm so bad. I really should not be going for any advanced strats. I'm gonna reset this. I was so ass. Dude, I cannot play the game today. I hate to be manifesting it, but it's like, it's just the reality. Like, I need to just be okay with like the shittiest run ever. I need to get to that point. If I ever want to finish a run today, I need to just do the worst no reset in history. Expectations do not equal reality right now.
It's been peaceful.
Also, thanks for the kind words, Colored Cyan. Welcome. Would I ever be down to do an early morning stream? Nah. I'll say this, just as like a really broad answer to your specific question. As a really broad answer, like, there's a lot of ways I could, like, what was I gonna say? Like, min-max my grind. Like, I could do like a morning, I could do 2 streams a day, where I do like a morning stream and a late stream. I totally have enough hours to do that. And if I was dedicated, if I was really dedicated, I would do that. But I'm not. I like just rolling out of bed late and having a big breakfast and streaming at the crack of 1 p.m. So, you know. And then there's like, on top of that, there's other ways like I could really min-max streaming, you know? I could be doing daily sub goals for different games like Hypno does. I could be doing, you know, and then just like blind speedruns or random shit. I don't want to do this. Is all, it all comes down to I'm either lazy or I just would rather just do it chill like how I'm doing it, you know? So there's a million and one ways for me to like gamify what I'm doing here, or to like optimize like the whole grind in general. That like, I'll say playing for 2-3 hours a day, like that's not optimized, you know? That's not like, oh, okay, I'm really getting the most. I should do a morning stream and a late stream and work on YouTube videos in between and space out the, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I should do if I'm like really trying to min-max it. But I say all this because it's like, I'm not trying to feel bad for not doing that. I'm just playing the game the way I want to. I'm just doing this the way I want to. You know, and it's the truth is I am a little lazy, you know. I'm totally like not the most productive guy out there, especially when it comes to like, you know, making videos and stuff like that. I'm just sitting here playing the fucking game, and you know, I don't need to be like the most productive guy. Like if I show up every day and play, or most days and play, even if it's just for a few hours, like even if I'm not getting shit runs, like I'm having fun and I'm happy, and you guys support me enough to continue that lifestyle, and I don't want to like force myself to do more than that for some like, for what, for more money, for more subscribers, for a faster record, you know?
Okay, rolling.
It's like those things are great, and I would love those things, but you know, it's not, it's like I gotta do this the way I like it, you know? And some people might call that like complacency, you know, but to me it's just like, I get to live my dream life here, to just play this game a few hours a day and just do whatever I want the rest of the day. Just play RuneScape, go for walks, go to the bar, hang with Sarah, make food. It's like truly a dream life. Like, why do I need to min-max it is like the real question. I don't need to min-max it. So yeah, would I ever be down to do an early morning stream?
Okay, rolling.
If I was min-maxing it, then yes. But since I'm not, then no. That was a very long way of answering that question. RuneScape goals right now, I'm doing Winter Todd, and the thing about that is I actually had never done that. It's like the fire making mini game in RuneScape, and I had never tried it before. And now there's not much to learn. I mean, it's a pretty simple mini game. But yeah, I'm grinding for the, I'm not even grinding for the full outfit that you get from it. I'm just grinding for the pants because I need them for an elite clue scroll. So like, I've literally just been at Wintertod for the past like few days, like just and I haven't gotten a single piece of clothing yet from all of the rewards and stuff. It's like, bro, just give me the fucking pants, please.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
So yeah, just doing that. So yeah, RuneScape goals, new pants, so I can do a clue scroll, basically. Iron Man? No, I'm not an Iron Man. I'm a main. You can look me up. My username's Deoman7. Thanks again for the good luck, Hoozy. Thank you, Ruku. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you guys like support my whole attitude about the grind and everything. You know, a ton of nice comments, you know, lately after the PB, posting the PB and the Klonoa playthrough. Man, that's crazy how close that was. Were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 taken? No, it's, here's what happened is I was keep in mind I was in 3rd grade. I typed in the username Deoman and it was taken. So I just picked a number. 7. So now it's Deoman7. There wasn't really anything deeper than that.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
You're going for full graceful. You know what's funny is I don't even have full graceful. I have like the legs and the top and that's it. And I'm like level 76 agility, I think. I'm working on doing agility in the elf city so I can grind out crystal shards. And then that way I can get like the Bofa at some point. Get the crystal armor set once I'm like richer. But yeah, I've always found like full graceful to be kind of like an NPC ass fucking, like you don't need it, you know what I mean, for most activities that you would wear graceful. Like, if you can afford, and I guess it's just me as like a main saying this, but like, you know, if you don't need like to have a bunch of shit in your inventory, it's like, you can usually just be fine with like one piece of graceful, you know? It's not really a big deal. And let's just say, oh, you don't have like max weight reduction. Like, it doesn't matter. Since the agility rework, like a few months back, like it really doesn't even matter if you don't have like full weight reduction. I think that's like something that people like, it's easy to get caught up in like weight reduction in RuneScape when it's really not necessary for most things. And so yeah, that's my old school RuneScape hot take. Is like full graceful is like kind of unnecessary. I know, I left it like that just to piss off people like you, Poorly Fox. I leave it like that just to keep things a little scuffed, you know? Top 3 speedrun games. This is so addicting to watch. I'm glad for that, Fire. Thanks for watching. How close is the task to my route? It's pretty different. They enter a few other levels that I don't, and vice versa. What am I grinding on old school? I just said a second ago, but at Wintertod, I'm trying to get the legs, the Pyromancer legs, so I can do a clue scroll. Yeah, the any percent task has a lot of supercharged sharp turning for sure. God fucking damn it, dude. What's up, Maxwell? Do 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 do. Favorite level theme tune? Probably Dark Hollow. This is played on a PS2. For more information, you can type !setup in the chat. But yeah, I have a pretty fancy capture card setup. That's why it looks so good. It's like honestly like such an honor whenever people think I'm on emulator just because the capture looks so good. It's like nice. My nerdiness is paying off. But it's still distinct. Like if you look closely, you can tell that it's not, you know, you can see like the I don't even know what it is, but you can definitely tell the difference between emulator and my capture. Usually there'll be a lot more like smoothing on an emulator. That's like one easy way to tell. Like the textures won't look so pixelated. I play on a CRT TV because I just like it. I mean, it's classic. It feels right. The colors are vibrant. The input delay is really good. I don't have to worry about optimizing the input delay on a monitor, which is its whole own can of worms. It just feels like the right way to play for me. YouTube ID? No, what is that? Feel free to enlighten me. What's up, Russell? Longtime watcher. It's awesome. So I'm still grinding. Favorite streamer. Oh man, that's very nice, Russell. That's very sweet. Oh wow, I somehow made that. Yeah, thanks, Russ. I hope you enjoy the stream, man. Some countries are forcing YouTube to demand IDs. I'm not sure if you know this, but in order to have a partnered channel on YouTube, that means if you have over 1,000 subscribers, you can get like monetized. In order to sign up for monetization, you have to send in like all of your personal information and stuff to Google. It's like a whole set. Like I think they ask for your ID, they ask for proof of residence, like all that stuff, you know. So if you're talking about just like channels being able to be monetized, like needing your ID, like yeah. Now you're saying viewers like need their IDs. I don't even know what that means. Like if they're gonna fucking start making you like show your ID before you can chat. Honestly, if it helps keep kids out of my fucking chat, then perhaps it's for the better. But obviously I have no skin in that game. I don't care if like... Obviously, I think the less the fucking platforms try to censor your ability to consume content, the better. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I'll keep my eye on that since you mentioned it. Let's see if it like affects my channel at all. You know, again, luckily, like, there's not many kids that watch me, so hopefully it doesn't matter. Wake up. Oh. Thank you, Rue, for the 45 months. He says, may the speed be with you. Thank you so much, Rue. I love you. I hope the speed is with me today. The speed really hasn't been with me today, in all honesty. Maybe this run will change that. Did I do coffee skip? No, I drank my coffee today. Cheapy Popey run. Thank you, Iron Magni. Yo, Chris, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream today. Yo, happy birthday, Cheese Man. Thanks for the good vibes. How old you turning? $31. Congrats, man. Congrats. All you want for your birthday is a PB? Well, I may disappoint you in this regard, but I will try my best. That sucks. Probably losing all my green there. Still in this. Where's potential time save located? I'm still learning these splits, but I believe Wizard Peak. Each of these levels has like 3 or 4 seconds in it. Wizard Peak, Beastmaker's Homeworld start, Beastmaker's Homeworld end. A couple other levels that I'm forgetting, and yeah. Clifftown. So yeah, there's 4 spots where I can save 3-4 seconds each. Thank you, Cheese Man, for the $10 super chat. Super generous, man. And happy birthday once again to Cheese Man, turning 31 today. Way too slow on that. What's up, Thorntrap? Thank you for the good luck. Lobster bisque. I don't think I've ever had like lobster bisque before. I'm not a big like creamy seafood soup guy. It's like a creamy soup, right? Less creamy than clam chowder, dude. I'm not a clam chowder guy either. I know I'm breaking some of you guys' hearts, but it's just not my thing. Missing some greens. What's up, Humber? It's going all right. We're finally on like an okay run here. Hopefully I can see this one to the end. Yeah, saw that coming. What's up, Avonius? Thank you for the good luck. Rip blue. Is this live? Yeah, this is live. What's up, Aaron? PB does not have Fasty Nork, no. Is this run alive? I don't know. It's definitely on the verge. I'll say it's not dead yet. Ooh, come on, just get up there. So sloppy. Another blue. Yeah, gem count's probably gonna be kind of sus here. Let's see. Missing tons of greens as well. Like, just a ton of just barely missed gems. Unfortunately. Gonna go for a full bounce? I don't know. I usually make that call when I'm in Dreamweaver's homeworld. I can't say at this point. Alright, we got a thief. Good. Alright, still saving a couple seconds. I'll take it. Twitch chat isn't showing up on screen? No, it's just moving really slowly, Megan. Yeah, there's obviously like twice as many people here in the YouTube chat than there are on Twitch. So. Yeah, 19, not the best gems, but I think we can still make this work. What's up, Purple Phoenix? Thanks for the good luck. So the flapping that you can do in flight levels is only in Spyro 2 and 3. You can't actually do that flap in Spyro 1. But yeah, it is faster in those games to flap more, I guess. Just barely. No! Where's the flame? Oh! Where's the flame, man? We're gonna be like 15 seconds behind here. Guys, I'm gonna just... give me a sec. I don't know if I want to keep grinding runs today, to be honest. I'm just not, like this run was, like, pretty decent. I was keeping it together. I barely died right there, but I just don't know if I want to keep grinding. So I might just no reset this. I hope that's not like super whack or anything. I hope nobody's disappointed at that revelation. But yeah, I'm gonna be like plus 15 here or something, yeah. That was ass. $56, pretty bad gem count. What's up, R. Evans? Thank you for the good luck. Thank you, Fierce Beers, with the resub. I'll read your message in a sec. Love you, Fierce. Whoa. Oh. Little wobbly there. Says, hey Deo, congrats on the new PB. Thank you so much, Fierce. Love you. What up, Grand? Welcome. Yeah, Heckpa, I know some of you guys want me to reset. I just, and like, call me a bitch if you want, but I just don't really have much gas in the tank for grinding out any more resets today. So I'm just going to finish this run and call it a day. So if you want to see world record or PB, you know, you can come back tomorrow. It's like, not PB, bye, I get it. But to the rest of you who are still here, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm just trying to enjoy the game at this point. Oh. Oh, I should have grabbed those enemies down there. Only an hour of grinds today. I was kind of talking about this earlier. I realized that like the amount that I grind could be more, you know? I realized that like I could try to min-max it and like try to do maybe 2 streams in a day or try to go for like 6 hours every day. But you know, the truth is that really would not make me happy at all. I would be very sad playing the game in such a way. And if Composer improves the record soon, like, that's okay, you know, like, I think maybe for some of you guys, like, I'm kind of a bitch, like, I think the implication of your message, dude, is that I'm being a bit of a pussy, and, you know, maybe you're right, I don't know, but I think it's okay if Composer gets record, if I'm only doing, like, 3-hour grinds. Could I be doing more? Yes, absolutely, but I don't think I should, like, feel bad for doing it the way I do it, personally. But, you know, that's for you guys, that's for all the pace pals to decide, you know, on the subpar run. You know, I get it. So yeah, if you want to call me a pussy, a bitch, or whatever for just no resetting it and calling it a day after 3 hours, by the way. I mean, I think that's a little bit of an extreme reaction, but, you know, if that's how you feel about me, that's how you feel about me. I'm not gonna argue. I'll admit it, I'm a bitch. Like, I could totally be, like, physically playing more, but it would just be a very not fun way to experience this hobby for me. That's really all it is. And if that means that it takes me longer to PB, then I'm okay with that, you know? I know it's like, I'm trying to, like, catch up to record and stuff, but it's, like, you know... So I think there could be some, like, mixed messaging for people where it's like, I thought you were trying to get record, Deo. It's like, where's the record? Like, come on, like, do everything you can to get record. It's like, but that's not really my approach to this grind at all. Even though maybe I make it seem like that perhaps in like my videos and stuff. So, I'm sorry if I've like sent any mixed signals to anyone here, but I'm just taking this grind at my own pace, and I like it this way, and yeah, I mean, hopefully that's enough for you guys. If that's not enough for you guys, I might not be like the right channel to watch for you, is the honest truth about it. But I think for most of you guys that is enough. Like, I'm enough, like with this grind, and like even though I didn't get any PB paces into the end game today, like that's okay. Like, not every day is gonna be like that, and You know, I think most of you guys who are here watching, like, are okay with that. I'm really not trying to be, like, beating myself up over that. But I will acknowledge that some of you guys may find me to be a giant pussy for that as well. And, you know, that's, like, I can't stop that. Just how it goes. Yeah, sorry. I keep feeling the need to, like, apologize to you guys. I realize that anyone who actually does feel like that negatively towards what I'm doing here is probably a total bitch themselves. But still, I can't help but feel, like, bad for not, I don't know, for not being, like, the most whatever I should be. Whatever I'm supposed to be. I feel bad for not being whatever I'm supposed to be, I guess. Yeah, Pace Pals. I mean, they exist, you know? Like, I do want to make the Pace Pals happy, you know? But I also gotta look out for my happiness as well. And the truth is, I just have not been getting good runs today, and it's just a lot better mentally for me to just do today's grind and be done with it. And, yeah. I know it's disappointing. You know, I wish I could just be at World... You know, I wish I could just play the game, like, indefinitely, and I totally can, but it's, I don't know. You guys got me second-guessing myself, in all honesty. Maybe I am too lazy, who knows. Ooh. But yeah, you know, these you know, harsh self-talk sentiments aside, hope you guys are enjoying the run and the stream today. Yeah, I'm down still a lot on gems. I should have done the longer recovery there. And I forgot to grab the chicken as well. I probably should have gone for that mushroom. I'll go for this one. Ooh, so close. Thank you, Finners, for the $20. That was really generous. Man, you guys have been really generous in the super chats today. I really thank you, Finners. I'll read your message in a sec. I did see the first part that said anyone who isn't enjoying the stream is free to leave. Like, it's all good. I'm not trying to be mad at anyone, especially myself. I just want to acknowledge that it's like, I came up short today, you know? And maybe some people are disappointed by that. I think the majority of people don't care. But to those of you who are, like, genuinely disappointed in me, like, I'm sorry. Like, full stop. I hate myself too, don't worry. And, yeah. It'll be alright. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should do another run just so I don't feel like I'm not like half-assing it today. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling after this run. What's up, Guinness? Thank you for the $5 for positive self-talk. Thank you. Oops. Missing a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna just like grab all these. Wow. I can't hit anything, bro. I'm like trying to recover gems, not miss them. Funny. Thank you, Bovie King, for the $5 super chat. I'll read through the messages here in just a moment. Oh my goodness. Come on. And Woodland MK, thank you for the YouTube membership. I'm gonna take these like memberships and super chats as like a sign that like people are actually enjoying things here. So thank you. I'm really not trying to like make you guys like pity sub to me or anything. But yeah, I'm really glad that you guys enjoy the stream, even if I'm not playing my best. That means the world to me. $10 for Lobster Bisque. Thank you, Lion Seacrest. Quit being hard on myself, that being better. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on. That's words of wisdom. Bovie says, do your thing and we'll be here for you through it. Thank you. And Finner said, speedrunning is powered by good vibes. I'm here to have fun and chill. The journey is important too. Thank you. Oh man, I almost had that. Almost. Yeah, I'll do Fasty. You guys have been asking about it a lot today, so I'll do it. Since this run's a throwaway anyway. I just cannot get reverse rat today. I don't know what's up with that. That's like pretty much an unconvertible rat. Okay. Man, just barely not enough with these reverses. Excuse me. Bruh, can I just like get up there? Yeah, man, I gotta do Fasty after this. Thank you for the Prime Moosh. It says Wawa, thank you. Wawa is pretty good. That wasn't even a good attempt. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I want to go for Fasty. Like, I'm already experiencing enough struggle here with Rat. So yeah, would anybody be upset if I didn't go for nasty here? Is anybody just upset at all with my general, like, approach here? I feel like I have all of the self-doubt. Oh my god. I'm like, I've convinced myself that my audience hates me. because I didn't get a good run today. That funny. Like, the mind of a speedrunner. Obviously, that's not true. But yeah, I'm not gonna do fasty. Sorry, Iris or anyone else. I would love to just get this trick. There we go. Just had to beg a little bit. Alright, I'll go for fasty. Since this is my last run, I think. I'll just do it. Like, whatever. Just give me more pain. Nice. Third try, that's actually not bad. Maybe losing like 10 seconds for that. First shot credit skip. Oop, not quite. GG's. GG's a 40-30. It's probably one of the worst runs I've finished in a while.
Sorry I took so long.
But yeah, you know, today was just a horrible, I mean, I don't want to say like horrible, but it was just bad in the gaming department, is the truth. This run was decent going into Blowhard, had a really unfortunate missed flame there. And yeah, we kept it around plus 30 towards the end of Beastmakers, and then it was just all like a wash after that, basically. I was also super under-gemmed the entire time, which just adds more insult to everything. So yeah, you know, and I'll admit, like, I think I succumbed I succumb to a lot of negative self-talk on this run. Possibly extrapolating a lot more than I needed to from people asking me about resetting and stuff. Like, in my mind, people asking me why I don't reset is like, oh, they hate me. That's what I'm thinking. Which is so stupid. For me to say that out loud, it's like, I realize how stupid that is. Like, obviously you guys are chilling. And I need to chill. If I'm gonna do a chill no reset, I need to, like, just chill, you know? But yeah, I mean, you know, obviously, you can tell I'm a little upset with the quality of runs today, but, you know, I'll be back tomorrow at it. I'm not gonna force myself to do more runs just because I hate myself, you know? That's, like, not a good... I don't like playing this game spitefully like that, so... Also, side thing, thanks to everyone for super chatting today. A lot of really generous super chatters, so love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I do feel a bit embarrassed that, like, I couldn't have given you guys more today, but we did go for 3 hours and finished a run, I guess. But yeah, definitely subpar performance today. And that's okay, I think. I'm told that is okay. Or something. I'm gonna raid Leppy. Hot take, people asking me why don't I reset or misunderstanding my philosophy. No, actually, I have an opposite hot take for you, is people who ask me why I don't reset aren't actually upset with me for not resetting PB paces. They just don't understand, like, Like, it's not, like, in my mind, I'm assuming that they want me to reset, you know? When really they're just, like, curious, they just don't know. Like, they don't care. Like, my first problem is thinking that anybody gave a fuck about anything I'm doing. That's the first problem. And that just starts the cascading effect of, like, of me misinterpreting shit, you know? Misinterpreting my own feelings as, like, as projecting that on you guys. So I'm sorry for that, you know? Like, I'm obviously not perfect in this regard. You know, I don't mean to project, like, anything, you know? And, all that to say, yeah, I know today's runs were ass, but I'm thankful that you guys enjoyed the stream and all that. And, yeah. So, and sorry for apologizing. Sorry for projecting. Sorry for being kind of, upset with myself today. But I think it's understandable as well. And I'm working on it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a beautiful day, and yeah, I love you guys. Peace.